One in a peaceful African village, there lived a 10-year-old girl named Zuri. She had dark skin and curly hair, and her laugh could be heard all over the village as she played with her friends under the giant baobab tree. Zuri was full of life and loved to dream about the future. Zuri's life changed when her mother passed away and her father remarried. Her stepmother, Maremba, came into their home, but she wasn't as loving and kind as Zuri's mother had been. Zuri felt that something was wrong, but she couldn't quite understand what. Maremba was strict with Zuri. She often made her do many chores and rarely spoke kindly to her. Zuri tried her best to be obedient, but deep down, she wished her stepmother was more loving. One day, Zuri overheard a conversation between Maremba and one of the village elders. They were talking about Zuri's future, but it wasn't the kind of future Zuri wanted. Maremba planned to have Zuri married to a much older man. Zuri was confused. She was only a child and didn't understand why anyone would want her to marry so soon. Zuri went to bed that night feeling scared. She didn't want to get married. She wanted to continue playing with her friends and going to school. But Maremba seemed determined to go through with her plan. The next day, Zuri spoke to her father about what she had overheard. Her father was shocked and upset. He had no idea that Maremba was making such plans for his daughter. "You are too young to be thinking about marriage," her father said. "Your childhood is precious, and you should enjoy it." Zuri felt a little better knowing that her father supported her. But Maremba wasn't so easily convinced. She continued to pressure Zuri, telling her that it was for her own good. Zuri wasn't sure what to believe anymore. Desperate for help, Zuri visited an old woman named Mama Bahati, who lived on the edge of the village. Mama Bahati was known for her wisdom, and Zuri trusted her. She told Mama Bahati about her stepmother's plans and how afraid she was. Mama Bahati listened carefully and then said, "Child, you are not ready for such a thing. Marriage is something for adults, not for children like you. You have a bright future ahead, and you deserve the chance to live your life and make your own choices." Encouraged by Mama Bahati's words, Zuri decided to speak up. She gathered her courage and told the village elders about her stepmother's plans. The elders were surprised and concerned. They agreed that Zuri was far too young to be thinking about marriage. The village elders called a meeting with Maremba. In front of the whole village, they explained that forcing a child into marriage was wrong. "Every child deserves the chance to grow and learn," one of the elders said. "They must be free to make their own choices when the time is right." Maremba was embarrassed, but she had no choice but to agree with the elders. The villagers supported Zuri, and her father made sure that no one would pressure her into marriage again. Zuri felt a huge weight lifted off her shoulders. Over the next few weeks, Zuri returned to her normal life. She played with her friends, went to school, and dreamed of all the things she could do when she grew older. The whole village now knew that forcing children into something they weren't ready for was wrong. Zuri learned an important lesson from her experience. She realized that speaking up for herself was the right thing to do. Even though she was just a child, her voice mattered. She knew that she had the right to decide her own future. Mama Bahati continued to guide Zuri, teaching her about the importance of education, dreams, and freedom. "You will grow up strong and wise," Mama Bahati told her. "But remember, your future is yours to choose." Zuri promised herself that she would never let anyone take away her right to choose. She would work hard, study, and one day help others understand the importance of letting children be children. Word of Zuri's bravery spread to other villages. people began to talk about how important it was to protect children's rights and let them enjoy their childhood. Zuri's story inspired many other girls to speak up and make their own choices. As Zuri grew older, she became a leader in her village. She taught others about the value of education and the importance of allowing children to grow at their own pace. Her village became known for respecting children's rights and ensuring that no child was ever forced into anything before they were ready. Maremba, though she had been harsh, learned from the village's example. She saw how happy Zuri was when she was allowed to be herself and follow her own dreams. Maremba never spoke of marriage to Zuri again. Zuri's father was proud of his daughter. He supported her dreams and stood by her as she grew into a confident young woman. Zuri knew that her story had changed not only her life, but the lives of many other children in her village and beyond. The lesson in this story is that every child deserves the chance to grow, play, and make their own choices when they are ready. Childhood is precious, and it is important for everyone to understand that forcing a child into something they are not prepared for is wrong. Every voice matters, and standing up for what is right can bring about change for the better.